Hey guys, welcome to Let's Talk Life with Jordan. My name is Jordan Burrell, and welcome back to another video. I will be addressing the topic of bullying and how it has affected me growing up, and how it also helped me to be the person I am today. Yeah, it might sound weird, yes, but it actually helped me to be the person I am today because of what I have been through growing up. And I think it's something I am overcoming. I have not overcome it as yet because it's something that still happens on a day-to-day basis, but I think it's something I'm overcoming, right? And therefore I will, just give you a little story time on how it happened, and what I have been facing as a human being throughout my life. Alright, so since I knew myself as a person, I have been bullied. Yeah, it might sound weird to some people say, well, since I know yourself as a person, I've been bullied, but growing up, I have never really had a person in normal life. Most people don't know that though, because they say, oh, him look simple and nothing about him. Like, he's so outspoken and he's so this and that and never knows what. And them don't know the half that is happening. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's something I am learning to live with, because I realize people not change. And it's something that sometimes it affects me mentally, but then, as I said, people don't know because I don't show emotions like that, right? And it's nerve-wracking. It causes anxiety, and you never know what someone will say about you, or where you're gonna buck up in somebody in the streets. You know what I mean? And it's really nerve-wracking, and I think it has a lot to do with what people say to you, or what you think people are gonna say to you, or things like that. So it's very primary school. My phase of bullying started throughout primary school. Some people won't start from before, but I think mine started during primary school, where I never used to fit in. Kids never really liked me like that, and it kind of hard, because you say, well, boy, have that one friend, and that one friend you can call and say, yo, assist me with something, or it is kind of hard. I got bullied because of the way I look, because of the way I talk, the way I walk, the way I act, and people usually judge me for that. My mother always taught me that stop looking what people say about you, and just live your life and move on, and just be you, and stop watch people. But in my head, that did hard, and yeah, it did really hard. Because you walk there being judged, you walk there somebody attack you, so you're this, that, you're fat, you're slim, you're big, you're this, that, and it's a hard road. And then emotionally it is hard, because you can't even say, alright then, even if someone does talk to you today, by tomorrow they're the same one slaughtering you behind your back and saying all sorts of things about you because you are fat, slim, ugly, black, brown, pink, white. Yeah, you get what I mean? Yeah. And when I left primary school, I went back to high school. When I left primary school and decided to go to high school. People say high school is gonna be your best time of your life, and nobody not bother you, and life gonna be a little better because everybody mind their own business and this and that. Me thinks that things will have changed. Things never changed. It only got worse. But then I think during high school, I think I grew and understand more of how I can deal with whatever I'm going through. And throughout my years as a fresh person starting high school, which is what, grade 7 to probably up to grade 7, right? When I was in grade 7, I get bullied straight back to grade 9. It needs to trouble me, say me fat. It needs to trouble me, say me chat like a girl. Say me this, say me that, say me devil knows what. But then, I think as soon as I reached around grade 10, things started to look a little brighter. I started being a part of clubs and societies from about late grade 9 heading back into grade 10. And back then I joined Key Club, and yeah, I was a part of student council as well for a year. And then during grade 10 I became prefect, part of the prefect body. And you know, that kind of helped me a lot because people who used to push me around saw, I see them respecting me, even though you still have a look at dirty people and we we always gonna find a way if we make a day a living hell, or find somewhere if you say something about you, or find something to dip up about you from way back when if you say this and that devil knows what, right? But during that time as a prefect, I think that was the best time of my life in a sense. I had the freedom of speech. I had no one bothering me, even though they still did it. I had things like that. So, yeah, life then got a little easier, but easier in a sense, hard in the next. Progressed, I moved up to head boy when I thought that life was gonna be nicer than ever before, where nobody not gonna bother me, nobody not gonna say nothing about me. And at that time there, I think I got the hardest fight when I had position in school, because people find everything bad to say about you for do so, for get certain things, and they find every little thing to draw you out. And I think it mentally it was not an easy road, and I don't think it's something that I would like even worse enemy if you go through with somebody a bully. I remember being laughed at in school for different situations, and emotionally it wasn't nice. Even and guess what? Sometimes you see the circle that you are around also will sit and laugh about you and then say they're your friends later. Because this isn't the topic I like to speak about, because emotionally it is not as easy as it looks. But as I said, I show emotions and people don't understand what is going through my head, so I just tell people about it, but them don't really and truly understand how it feels to be bullied. In high school I have been like, alright, it's a sense that I can't walk in peace on the road, and it's a sense that I can't, look or do things that normal people can do. So therefore I don't really go out much and interact much with people. People might say, oh, I might behave bossy, or I might behave this and that. And it's not a sense of behaving bossy or a sense of behaving like I don't want to talk to you. It's just that past history and what may go through and things like that make me really and truly so friendly to some people. So I try my best to shy away from certain events and certain situations. So like even when I was so happy when they said to me that because of COVID we weren't going to graduate from high school like usual. It's going to be a virtual graduation, because really and truly I wasn't planning to go to my graduation dinner if they had one. I wasn't planning on going to anything at all. I don't like celebrations. I don't like things where I have to dress differently from everybody else, because I be judged. Me just be judged. Like every walk you walk, you be judged, and it bother me, man. So people might say, oh, I see you come a jeans day, I don't see you come a piece day, I don't see you come a that day, I don't see you come a that day. And it's but can I tell you something? I remember going through high school, and when I was going to high school, they had Jamaica Day year before last actually. And that was when I just became head boy. And can you believe I went to Jamaica Day? It felt so good because I didn't have anybody judging me. And because me look for me weird thing, because I go there go just like Right. So I like to dress presentable. So now we're in a tight pants, I'm a big shirt. Right. So I did feel nervous and myself and said, Jesus, everybody look at me. That time nobody no business with me, but because I was head boy then, so I just go through without a hesitation and just say, whatever. And I think I had an excellent time, even though I wasn't really participating. I was actually doing community service that day, but yeah, I still feel like people didn't watch me. Yeah, but whatever. But as I said before, I don't really like going out to places because of my anxiety and my nerves. When I go out, I'm easily nervous. But I love going to outreach programs. I love doing infirmary visits, um, you know, things like that. That's why I was a part of Key Club. And I think Key Club built me in the sense that it got me to be a little bit more outspoken and a little bit more, you know, fluent in going out and doing things with people. And yeah, I have been learning to be myself in the business when nobody wants to say. But since lately, every day is a different day, every day is a different situation, and it never gets better. But I am gonna give you some tips on how you as a person, if you are being bullied, how you can overcome it if you want to overcome it, and how you can live with it without even knowing you're being bullied. Here are some tips that I would say to you if you are being bullied, or if you think you're being bullied, or if you've never had a peaceful life. Likewise, number one, there are certain things that I do to keep my mind at ease when something bothers me. Sometimes I might overreact, but then there's sometimes where people necessarily know say something about me, like it's there, but I'm tolerating it. I ignore it. I pray about it. So number one, pray. Pray. Listen to me, prayer fix anything at all. Anything at all you are going through, pray. God answers prayer. Think about what would Jesus do if he was in your situation or if he was in that situation. Number two, I love music. Music is a part of me. Music is a passion. I love singing. I used to be in my school choir for the past 4 years. Singing and listening to music eases my mind, and I think it takes my mind into a whole different realm, or so that's how I overcame bullying. Singing and listening to music, it just take my mind off of everything. It's like I'm free from all the cares of what people say about me. Find someone you can talk to, whether it be your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your best friend, but make sure that someone is someone who gives you a sense of they can give you knowledge on how to overcome your situation or how to live with it, right? A guidance counselor, your best friend we did it for you every step of the way. Just find someone who can relate to what you're going through, or someone who has knowledge, an elderly, someone you can talk to about life. And lastly, find a way to channel your energy, not through negativity, or just do drawing, painting, read a book, something you haven't done in ages, and see how far it gets you. You never know. You might just take a book and say, Jesus, no peace, the book, so the book are really entertaining. Find ways to channel your energy, because all we have different ways of channeling our energies, right? And in no time, you just forget about him, forget about whoever did something to you, I know it's hard, but then it's a part of life we all have to go through, because guess what? Not all of us had a peaceful life growing up, as I said before. Bullying will never change and it will never stop. It probably haunt you for the rest of your life. You just have to try and overcome. I, on the other hand, is not handling it well, but I think I'm getting there. I won't say I'm a perfect person and I passed that stage of, not paying any mind, but then there is often times where things bother me or things build up in my head and I just want to explode. But I find ways to channel my energy, whether through music or prayer. That's my two ways of channeling my energy from bullying. Here's a tip. A wise person once said to me, not everyone is for you and not everyone is supposed to be your friend. Right? She didn't say it in that exact words, but I'm just breaking it down. Just know that not everyone is going to be a friend and everybody are going to do that for you. Right? So no matter what happens in life, just know that all you have sometimes is just you. So even your closest friend might be the person who bullies you. Maybe your closest friend might be the person who chatter behind the back. Your closest friend might be your own backstabber. Yeah. So just find someone who understands exactly what you're going through and someone who can help you channel that negative energy if you have negative energy, and just always be yourself no matter what. Nobody change you no matter what. Just do what is for you and what is best for you alone. And therefore this comes to the end of my video. Another tip: bullying is never easy. It is something I don't even wish upon my enemy, for anybody to be bullied for some reason. And sometimes your enemy, the person who actually did their trouble you, they actually bullied themselves, Look at it. Somebody actually going through something you are going through, but then they're channeling their energy into negative energy. But I said before, just be you and not listen to nobody and just do what's best for you, and whatever you feel comfortable doing, no matter what nobody say about you, they can't write your life. No matter what nobody say about you, they can't say exactly what is going to happen in your life. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I look forward to seeing you guys again in my next upload. Thank you for the love and support. Just leave in the comment section below what else you want me to talk about, or what experience you want me to explain to you about my life, or or my opinions on something. Could be politics, could be education, what I think my country needs, or anything at all. Just leave it in the comment section. Or if you know me personally, just DM me and let me know what go on or you want me to talk about. So thank you guys so much for the love and support, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, leave me a thumbs up, a like, a share, and a subscribe, and do enjoy the rest of my videos. Thank you.